Hey y'all. Well, I want to show you something here real quick. I've had this older Thompson Chain Reference Bible for a long time. I'm not quite sure how many years I've had it. But here recently, back in September, October, I got this 50-year-old one. And this is the third improved edition. This is the fourth improved edition. So I'm going to show you something here real quick. I want to show you what the preface says to this one and this one here. The younger one that's 50 years old. You can see the thickness of the Bibles themselves. This one has more into it because of the archaeological supplements, and this one has lesser. Of course, the second improved edition I think was from 1934, I believe. And the first improved was in 1917. I did have a 1908 one. I had two of them actually, and then I kind of gave them away, sold them. I think rather, I shouldn't have done that, but things happen. But you can see the layout of these two Bibles basically the same. There's a 12-year age between the two of them. This is 12 years older than this one here. So anyway, let's take a look at the preface and see what it says. First off, you see it's printed on India paper. A lot of old Bibles are printed on India paper. It's third improved edition, and the printing is 1957 copyright because of the stuff that was added into it and everything. So actually it's 57, but it's based on the 1934 preface, which we'll see here in just a second. But it's really, the age of it is 1963, which is 62 years old. And so how I know that is, if I look here at the 45th printing, 1963 printing is what I put there. If I go all the way to the back, and I look on the very edge of this sheet here, you see it says here T1263-202. The model number is 202. The date, the month and the date is 1963. And the month and the year is 1963. So it's pretty old and stuff like that. Could use a rebinding, but anyway. So let's just read the preface real quick. Probably have to get it up in my hand. It says, this edition of the 1934 has been improved by the introduction of many new features and the revision of the few in the former edition. Among the improvements of its special value, is an original series of pictorial maps representing roadside scenes along the way in the journey of the Israelites, the pathways trod by Jesus, and his journey and the journeys of Paul and the apostles. A lifetime of study. The new Chain Reference Bible, it was called the Marginal Reference Bible, something like that before this, is the product of over 31 years of intense Bible study on the part of the author. The examination, it says, of every verse of Scripture in the different versions in order to ascertain as far as possible its exact meaning, and an analysis into appropriate subjects has been a task of no small magnitude. The selection of tens of thousands of references and arranging of them into marginal chains with the preparation of the other special features of the Bible have required a vast amount of time and toil. The author acknowledges his indebtedness to the great commentators and authors of Bible helps containing topical arrangements of scripture passages. From the inception of the work, over 31 years ago, until the completion of this new edition, the indebtable labor and cooperation of the author's wife, Laura Bolton Thompson have been of inestimable value. Sorry. I think that's what I said. Yeah. With a great gratitude to God for the continued privilege of working in this inexhaustible gold mine of truth, this Bible is again sent forth with a prayer that it may become a blessing to its readers and students. Frank Charles Thompson. Okay, so that one's that. And you remember that's the third improved edition. Says it right there. Okay. Now let's go to the other one. Take a look at these little things here. Let's go to the other one. $19.75. Okay. You see there wasn't really much change in here. Okay, so this one says the 57th printing of the 1964 edition, which is the fourth improved edition. Okay, every year didn't mean that they improved it though. See, let's see what it says here. So I think it was, they had the copyright dates of 1908, 1917, 29, 34, 57. So it didn't mean, so if these two right here, in all actuality, this is a fourth improved edition, but it has the 1934 copyright date on the other one. So that would probably have been the second one. This would have been the first one, I suppose, and this one was still around the same thing. I think I had one earlier in 1908. I'm not sure. Can't remember. Okay, so this is a 1964 edition. It says the edition of 1964 has been improved by the introduction of new features and the revision of a few in the former edition. Among the improvements of special value, you didn't say special this time, is a numbering of the marginal references in the Old Testament, thus completing the famed numerical chain. So I guess they weren't numbered in the previous one. Reference system throughout the entire Bible. Also, new pictorial maps have been added, representing scenes in the lives and journeys of Abraham, Joshua, Gideon, Samuel, Saul, David, and Solomon. A lifetime of study, the New Chain Reference Bible is a product of over 31 years of intense biblical study on the part of the author, Dr. Frank Charles Thompson, and his faithful wife, Laura Bolton Thompson. I guess that's another 31 years. So for 1933, I suppose. I don't know. The examination of every verse of Scripture and the different versions in order to ascertain as far as possible its exact meaning and its analysis into appropriate subjects has been a task of no small magnitude. Remember saying that another one? The selection of the tens of thousands of references and the arranging of them into marginal chains with the preparation of other special features of the Bible have required a vast amount of time and toil. Let's see, the author acknowledges his indebtedness to the great commentators and authors of Bible helps containing topical arrangements of scripture passages. Another unique feature of this new edition is an archaeological supplement by Dr. G. Frederick Owen. So this one's changed a bit. Interesting accounts of excavations and discoveries in the Bible lands are linked to the text by the numerical reference opposite the verses. With great gratitude to God for the continued privilege of working in this inexhaustible gold mine of truth, this Bible is again sent forth with a prayer that it may become a blessing to its readers and students. It didn't say Frank Charles this time. It says the publishers, because I suppose he already died by this time. He's already passed away. So that's interesting. So let's just see real quick, talking about the numerical chain reference system throughout the Bible. It says they have been numbered, so we know that here, just like the common chain reference system, it's been numbered in the Old Testament. So let's just see what that means there. I might be misunderstanding something. Take a look in the Old Testament. See, in the Old Testament here, it doesn't have, it has links and stuff, but it doesn't have the numerical things, the chain reference numericals. So, but I think when we get in the Old Testament, it does. I mean, New Testament, rather. Psalms, Ezekiel, Luke. See this right here? It has the pilot numbers to help guide you to the numerical things, to the connection of the chain reference system and the New Testament, but it doesn't have it in the Old Testament. So there's where you can see the improvement in the 4th edition. This is the 3rd edition. So see, you don't see the pilot numbers here in the Old Testament, and this version, the 3rd have improved, but you see them here, and the 4th improved. See, there you go. Anyway, I thought I would do this 5th improved edition. This is covered by Local Church Bible Publishers. This is the first one I got, and it has a cowhide. I think it's cowhide to it, but it's 5th improved. The other one's out in my truck, and it has Thompson, big old golden letters on it, Thompson. So anyway, this is, like I said, 5th improved, and so we're going to read the preface to this one. So it's the same size as my other one. There we go. 5th improved edition, 1988, 30th printing. See, instead of looking at it in the back, it tells you right here. You don't have to go all the way to the back and find it. It's 2012 is whenever they put this one out. So you don't have to look all the way back here in the maps. It might have it though, I don't know. It might tell the model number. That's probably what it do. It'll tell the model number. So let's just see what it says. All the way back here. All kind of crazy stuff in here. My son's hacking, my dog's hacking. Maybe not. Thought I had a model number to it. Guess not. Anyway. Oh well. Anyway, let me just read the preface to you here. It says, the 1988 edition of the 5th improved edition Thompson Chain Reference Bible is in the King James Version. He didn't say it the other two because back then they didn't have the NASB or whatever else, or NIV. They just had the plain King James Version. Now that they had other ones, they had to specify it. Has been updated by the introduction of new features and a revision of a few of the former editions. The beautiful and beloved and loved English of the King James Version has been retained in the text But in the new edition, the archaic or obsolete words are shown, and the marginal opposite, the verses with the number and the helps, where the contemporary definition is given. I don't even look at that stuff, I just look at the links. Also, for easy access to the helps, all maps, charts, and diagrams have been numbered and listed in the general index following the text of the Bible. A lifetime of study, the Thompson Chain Reference Bible is the product of over 31 years. He still says 31 years of intense. They hadn't changed that. Bible study. So if you do that from that, you get 57, right? So that could be something. They might do this every 31 years. Part of the author, Dr. Frank Charles Thompson, is a faithful wife, Laura Bolton Thompson. The examination of every verse of Scripture and the different versions in order to ascertain as far as possible its exact meaning and its analysis into appropriate subjects has been a task of no small magnitude. The selection of tens of thousands of references and the arranging of them into marginal chains with the preparation of other special features of this Bible have required a vast amount of time and toil. The author acknowledges his indebtedness to the great commentators and authors of Bible helps containing topical arrangements of scripture passages. The archaeological supplement by Dr. G. Frederick Owens, renowned archaeologist, professor, and author, contains concise, interesting, and authoritative accounts of excavations and discoveries in the Bible lands, which are linked into the Bible text by numerical references opposite the verses. With great gratitude to God for the continued privilege of working in this inexhaustible gold mine of truth, the Thompson Bible is sent forth with a prayer that it may become a blessing to its readers and students, the publishers. Now, the newer one, the Zondervan one, not the 1921 one, because the 1921, the 2021 one is still the same as this right here. This is still the 5th edition. But the one after that, the Zondervan, is the 6th, actually the 6th improved edition. The 6th one being, man, it really sucks. I don't like it because of the comfort print. But anyway, that's this one right here. I would have showed my other one, but like I said, it's out in my truck and big old gaudy letters on it and everything. But I just thought I'd show this instead. So hope y'all enjoyed that. Okay, bye-bye. Gotta go to bed now. Bye.